In this episode, we're going to take a look at snapshots, renders, and presentations. Snapshots live in the Snapshot tab in Capture and are a way of storing momentary images of your design. There are not actual images saved from the live view, but rather DMX recordings and recordings of camera positions or video input at the given moment. In this design, I have already got a number of snapshots stored. I can play them back by hitting the play button next to the snapshot. There are two types of snapshots. They're either still snapshots or movie snapshots. You can tell which snapshots are movie snapshots because they have the second indicator available. So this one called Rock Stuff is a 41-second movie snapshot that was recorded off of a DMX console. So snapshots play back live, and the moment you stop them, everything snaps back to the state you were in before you started the playback. Occasionally, you would prefer recalling a snapshot so that you can continue working on a look in Capture. This is done by right-clicking on the snapshot and choosing Recall DMX. This way, if you're working on certain looks and you don't have your console available, you can recall a look, fine-tune it, and then replace it. Let's move on and take a look at how you can save the images you see in Capture so that you can send them to others. The easiest way of saving what you see in Capture is to use the Save Image function in the view. As you save the image, you have the option of specifying the dimensions of the image, as well as a few quality options which may be relevant for very large designs. By default, the image quality is the highest available, which is rendered to a PNG or JPEG file. You can also render movies with Capture. In order to do that, you need to first record a movie snapshot. So I can render this Rock Stuff snapshot into an MP4 file by right-clicking on it and choosing Render Movie. Again, roughly the same quality options are available, but in this case I'm going to render something really low quality so that I can actually show you the result without having to wait too long. As the render progresses, you can see what is being rendered live. And you can either wait until it's finished, or if you're a bit impatient, you can hit the cancel button. This doesn't actually ruin the render. The MP4 file simply stops at the point where you hit cancel. Finally, I want to show you the feature that we call presentations. This is a very powerful feature that allows you to send a design to somebody to have an interactive look at it without having Capture. This is accessed through the File menu by choosing the Export Presentation option. This creates a standalone program file, in fact, with your design embedded in it, and this can be run on any computer regardless of whether you have Capture or not, so as long as it's Windows or Mac, depending on which platform you created it on. What happens when you run it is that you get, well, a Capture view of the project file with all your snapshots collected at the bottom so you can flick through them. It plays back the movie snapshots as well. And what's really great about it is that it's interactive, so you still have the ability to look around in the design. In fact, you can even change it, for instance, to the paperwork view if you have a need to read out some paperwork information about the design. Finally, I would also like to mention that in live mode, there's also the option called External, which lets you control the visualization in here just as you would in the full-blown Capture with the DMX console. So it's a very powerful tool for sending your designs to others to have a look at, or even if you just need to pre-program your show on another computer where you don't have Capture installed. Thanks for watching.